Good afternoon. Welcome to the Chinese American World War II Veterans Congressional Gold Medal Presentation Ceremony. For the Chinese American, thank you. For Chinese American World War II veterans in the New York area, this event is being live streamed as we speak. Right? So for those of you who could not come, inform your relatives and friends they may watch this event via Facebook. Please all rise for the presentation of the colors and national anthem.
Ready? Ho! Left. Hey! Present. On!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please remain standing and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and then following the invocation to follow. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Convocation. Please remain standing as Kim Lau, American Legion Post 1291 Chaplain Philip Ng gives us the invocation.
Thank you. Before I start, I like to praise God to bring each one of us here. Only by the grace of God that we are here. As a post chaplain, Philip Ng, American Legion family are proud to be here also. So please pray with me.
Order. On!
Okay, put this back.
Ready?
Okay. Let's all bow our heads. Almighty and eternal God, we thank you, Lord, for this special moment of time, bringing each one here for this special event, honoring the Chinese American World War II veterans at this Bronze Star Medal and Congressional Gold Medal Award ceremony. sponsored by the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Greater New York. Bless the World War II veterans and all the members of the greatest generation. Heavenly Father, thank you for reminding us that freedom is not free. Because of patriotism and bravery of over 20,000 Chinese American men and women serving in all branches of the military, proudly serve with honor and distinction. Their legacy has made an impact on the future of all Americans. We are proud to be called Chinese Americans. They have earned our respect, and may we never forget their service to America. Heavenly Father, bless the surviving members of this greatest generation, the speakers, special guests, and the family, and all the people involved in making this Congressional Gold Medal award ceremony possible. May this award ceremony be acceptable to you, O Lord, and bring glory and honor to your name. God bless America and our troops still protecting us in this land of the free and home of the brave. We thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness and this special moment of time. Amen. Okay.
Right shoulder. Up. Right feet. Forward. Move. Left. 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 Left.
Thank you, Chaplain Ng. Please all be seated. Thank you. Once again, welcome to today's Chinese American World War II Veterans Congressional Gold Medal Presentation Ceremony. I am Phil Wang, the President of Chinese American Citizens Alliance, Greater New York, CACAGNY for short. And it gives me and all of CACAGNY the great pleasure to host the Greater New York presentation of Congressional Gold Medals to our veterans from the greatest generation. We thank and honor our World War II veterans for their service in challenging time for the world. We thank Major General William Chen, Major General Darrell Wang, and Major General Garrett Yee for joining us today, as well as Ed Gore, our past president of National CACA president, who has led the charge in this CGM project, as well as our other distinguished guest, Congressman Lee Zeldin, and the Lieutenant Colonel of the U.S. AR. We in CACAGNY are focused on fighting discrimination against Chinese and Asians, particularly in education. In New York, firstly, with our lawsuits and protests against the City of New York and the Department of Education for its discrimination against Asians. We also lend support to other communities fighting the same battle against discrimination. From California to defeat Proposition 16 to Virginia, Massachusetts, and Washington states, we have taken a stand against the critical race theory that is spreading racial hatred and harming Asian Americans and all Americans of all races and ethnicities. A theory that demands that all people be judged, rewarded, or punished by race in schools is harmful to Asian Americans. And Americans of every color and ethnicity, it is un-American. But while we are fighting currently for our rights here, Our elders have fought also for our rights that were in great peril during World War II. The American defense of our allies in the bloodiest conflict in history kept alive not only our allies, but also the American way. This is what this ceremony is about. Service to our nation and world as we fought against tyranny globally. We recognize our Chinese American World War II vets for their services so we, of the later generation, could have better lives. With that, I would like to ask Wei Wah Chin, CACAGNY's Charter President and Greater New York Chinese American World War II Veterans Recognition Project Leader, to introduce our distinguished guests and presenters. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. I'm going to keep my remarks very, very brief. I'm Wei Wah Chin, and I've been working on this project for now 5 years, and starting with Ed Gore. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce the man who has for 5 years worked on this from beginning to end, the conception to thinking about what it means to go to the legislators and advocate for this bill's passage, to work on the design of the medal, and then to get them minted, get the funding from private citizens. Remember, this is not from the U.S. government. This was a Congressional gold medal, but it is by the private donations that this is made possible. So now we're organizing these ceremonies. This is the first of 3 today, and you can see how many are in this room. We just couldn't put you all together in one session, but we thank you all for coming at this very, very challenging time for New York. So with that, we give great, great thanks to CACA's past national president, as well as the director of the CAWW2 effort, Ed Gore.
Thank you, Wei Wah and Phil. I certainly want to thank everyone here in New York, especially for this time. I have to tell you that the genesis of this project started here in New York, and we rechartered the lodge here. And through a variety of circumstantial meetings and people that ran to me, I ran to them. This is how some of these things germinate. These are how some things start. I also want to thank Congressman Zeldin for his support of this particular bill, H.R. 2358, which was passed unanimously by consent. And so I just want to acknowledge the fact that New York is where this started. So let's just be very happy here in New York. And of course, I want to make sure that we also acknowledge those of you from New Jersey who also served during this time. So thank you very much for that. I just want to give you a quick summary of how the project started. It started in 2017, as I was just saying. And it's a difficult process. And Congressman Zeldin will tell you, it's not hard. It's not easy to pass a bill, one bill, in one session of Congress. This is exactly what happened. In the 115th Congress, we were able to get both houses to agree. That seems to be something very difficult to do in one session of Congress. I am not going to tell you, I can tell you, tremendous amount of support from across the country, from not just all Chinese Americans, and we hope all Chinese Americans, but those who supported the bill did so knowing that Chinese Americans, largely forgotten, largely unsung, also deserve the recognition they have because they fought side by side. Many people don't know that, and I hope by being here at the Sun Yat-sen Middle School, this presents an opportunity for all of us to further this story of here. Now, I plan to eventually provide at least one Congressional Gold Medal to one of the schools here to leave as a point of focus and point of contact. And I think that the other thing I'd like to say is these 3 gentlemen in here are part of a retired group of military flag officers who spent their time to work on the Hill with us, too. So, Congressman Zeldin, I want to let you know your legislative aide in charge of Veterans Affairs was extremely helpful for us, and I acknowledge all the work that these gentlemen have done when they went to visit your office, as well as many of these officers on the Hill. And this is part of the great reason why this bill passed in one session of Congress. So what are my goals for you? One of the things I'd like for you to do, unfortunately, most of our veterans in this age category, 95%, are no longer with us. So if you're here to represent your dad, your granddad, your uncle, your aunt, your grandmother, whoever served in the Army, Navy, all the branches of the military. Here's your charge. You have a responsibility now to be the person who has the medal in your possession, whether you put it at home or you give it to your grandchildren, or if you're one of the grandchildren who's receiving it. Your job is to let others know, in your family especially, but throughout the rest of the community, the service, the sacrifice, the heartache that all of these men and women did when they served. However, because you're a descendant of a Chinese American World War II veteran, your job really is to tell you how successful your father, your mother, your grandfather, your grandmother, your uncle, or your aunt did while they're here living in the United States and making the best of what they could do to be a productive citizen here in the absolute greatest country in the world. I was supposed to hear applause there, but your job is important, because having the medal sitting at your home on a mantle, it's nice. At Christmas or Thanksgiving, if your families get together, they'll see it. But I really want you to consider thinking about what you can do in the community to further the stories. Each one of you have an important story to tell about your family, to your neighbor. If you go to a chamber meeting, if you go to a Kiwanis meeting, a Rotary meeting, doesn't matter. Go to church especially. A lot of people don't even realize this effort that many people have done. My effort is little. Their effort was high. They paid a significant price. Some served overseas, some were killed in action, some are missing in action, but those who came back were led productive lives. So I want to congratulate those of you who are here today, Bronze Star medalists, no longer here. Some of you who are the living veterans, hopefully are here. I think we had a couple of cancellations, but unfortunately, due to the COVID and all. But I want to thank each one of you who are here to receive the medal, but especially when you get a chance. And I know that they probably don't want to necessarily shake your hand. They'll give you a fist bump, okay, when you come up here, get your medal. But Major General William S. Chin, Major General Garrett Yee, Major General Darrell Wong, these are the men who served our country today and now retired. So thank you very much for being here. It has been a pleasure for me to meet all of you throughout the country, because you have such wonderful stories of your dad and the memories. But this is just one of the memories you can take and honor him or her when you get home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Now I would like to introduce a person who has served the country in many ways. He has served in the Army after completing his ROTC program, on active duty in many different capacities, including as a military intelligence officer, prosecutor, and military magistrate. But in 2006, this gentleman, Congressman Zeldin, was in the Army's elite 82nd Airborne Division and was deployed to Tikrit, Iraq, with an infantry battalion of fellow paratroopers in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. After that, he came back and joined the Army Reserve, where he currently serves as Lieutenant Colonel. We are delighted to welcome someone who voted and supported this bill, made it happen, Lieutenant Colonel Lee Zeldin of the U.S. Army Reserve, Congressman for the 1st District of New York. And also running for governor of New York State.
There's no better place for all of us to be right now than right here for this. We're in a room filled with tremendous, deep, real pride in our family members, in our fellow Americans who've served our country so exceptionally in what was the ultimate battle of good versus evil. And thanks to our nation's greatest generation, because of all of our awardees, good triumphed. And we're here today, not because of simply sacrifices made in our lifetimes or in recent history with challenges we have faced, none of this would have been possible if not for our nation's greatest generation. I remember the first time that I put on the uniform of the United States Army. The feeling of pride that I had was thinking about those who wore it before me. Our honorees today filled enormous shoes, served with exceptional bravery, their courage, their selflessness, their dedication, their patriotism, their sacrifice. In many cases, at a very young age, grew up very fast in places very far away, saw danger in ways that they had never been anywhere close to experiencing or having thought about. It happened very quickly for many of them in growing up fast, losing a friend on the battlefield. It's not easy for any of our service members today, but I feel in a way the average amount of service by any of us today is a fraction of 1% of what our nation's greatest generation saw through their service. The honor that I felt when I looked at that mirror and I saw myself in the uniform wasn't because of this person wearing the uniform, but because of those who came before me, those who we're honoring today. Putting that aside, as a proud American, whether you serve or not, if you cherish our flag, our freedoms, our liberties, our Constitution, if you agree that we get to live in the greatest country in the history of the world, we all can come together at moments like this to reflect on what truly made it possible. There's nowhere else better for us to be right now. And for those who are tuning in on social media, you're here with us. You're here with us in spirit. For those who even fell on the battlefield many decades ago, who we're honoring today, you're here with us too. As a proud American, I want to thank each and every one of the men, the women, the families, the stories, the courage, the heroism, and the sacrifice for what each and every one of these young adults and Americans did to give all of us the opportunity, the privilege, the right to live in the greatest country in the history of the world. Thank you to CACAGNY for the invite to be here. There's nowhere better for any of us to be here today. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you to these great Americans. God bless America.
Thank you, Congressman Zeldin. And now I would like to introduce a general that has worked with us very, very long and hard years, not just after all his years of great service. I want to introduce Major General William Chen, who is from the U.S. Army, who served in the active duty for 32 years. He served as a commanding general and command and program executive officer for missile defense, leading the development of the nation's the Army's national and theater missile defense programs. Major General Chen was the first Chinese American to reach the rank of Major General in the U.S. Army, a rank that has not been exceeded by any Chinese American. Please welcome General Bill Chen.
What I'd like to do is to highlight the significance and service of the Chinese American World War II veterans. While the Chinese American World War II veterans were awarded each type of medal for valor up through the Congressional Gold Medal, the primary basis for the award of the Congressional Gold Medal was their service and sacrifice in spite of the discrimination aspects of the 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act. Of the 20,000 Chinese in America and Chinese Americans who served, about 40% were non-citizens. Yet they served with pride and they proudly served as Americans. We owe a huge debt to our Chinese American World War II veterans. They defended the freedom that we so much enjoy. They demonstrated their skills, competencies, patriotism, and loyalty. And post-World War II, they helped to open up Chinese Americans to mainstream America. And through their hard work and sacrifices, they enabled us in the follow-on generations to live the American dream. I'm not a historian, but all of you know that the first major accomplishment of Chinese in America was building the Transcontinental Railroad. The second major accomplishment was the service of our World War II veterans in World War II. Now, there's a lot in common between Chinese railroad workers and our Chinese American World War II veterans. Progress in the recognition of both groups has been slow. It wasn't until the 150th anniversary of building the Transcontinental Railroad that finally Chinese railroad workers were fully honored and recognized. And now with the Congressional Gold Medal Act for Chinese American World War II veterans enacted in December of 2018, finally we get recognition and honor to our Chinese American World War II veterans some 70 years post World War II. So for all of you here, many of you are descendants of Chinese railroad workers. Others are descendants of World War II veterans. We must forever remember, honor, and preserve the legacy of our Chinese American World War II veterans. And thank you for participating in this ceremony as we forever remember our Chinese American World War II veterans. Thank you.
Thank you, General Chen. Now I would like to ask our other distinguished presenters to say a couple of remarks. We'll start with Major General Darrell Wong, U.S. Air Force, who has been a leader in the U.S. military and Hawaiian state government in positions ranging from the Adjutant General of the State of Hawaii to Director of State Civil Defense and Homeland Security Advisor in Hawaii. I will say that there's a lot more to each of these generals' backgrounds that I am not going to be able to say because I was told very strictly by the generals, cut it, keep it short. So there.
Part of that is all it means that we're very old. But truly, I came here to really thank you for allowing me the honor to present these medals to you for your family and to the living veterans here. when I was asked if I would come, there was no question. I come from the state of Hawaii, where the Arizona has sunk and where the Missouri now resides, the beginning of World War II, and where World War II ended on the Missouri. So again, in Hawaii, we always say, we will never forget. So I came here to let you know, even though you are here in New York and I'm in Hawaii, as far as our Chinese World War II veterans who were beacons of light for all of us, younger veterans in the military, we would not be where we are if it wasn't for your relatives. So again, I came here to really thank you for giving me the honor to present these medals to you and to our living veterans. So thank you.
And please, now I would also like to ask Major General Garrett S. Yee of the U.S. Army, who is currently still active. He's currently the Assistant to the Director of the Defense Information Systems Agency, in direct support of the President, Secretary of Defense, Joint Chiefs of Staff, Command and Commanders, Department of Defense, and thank you very much.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here today. I come from Maryland. Daryl comes from Hawaii, and Bill comes from Boston, and so we are all honored to be here today. Just one quick message. My father, like many of you, have fathers and relatives that served during World War II. We would not have 3 two-star generals on this stage if not for those that came before us. We stand on their shoulders, and so today, with these medals, represent all the goodness of that generation, and that's why you have us here today. So thank you very much.
Thank you, General Yee. And now I would like to ask General Chen and General Daryl Wang to present the Bronze Star Medal, one of the highest awards we can give in this country for valor. General Chen.
The Bronze Star Medal is the 4th highest medal awarded to service members for service in a combat zone. During World War II, frequently members of minority groups were largely ignored and not recognized for their combat actions. As part of our CACA program in reviewing the eligibility of Chinese American World War II veterans for the Congressional Medal of Honor, we also reviewed their service record, where we determined that they should have received a higher award for combat actions. And so we submitted various nominations to the Army for award of the Bronze Star. And today, in this ceremony, we're honoring 2 awardees. The first awardee is to Sidney Tom. Accepting is Lisa Tom, daughter. Lisa Tom, please come forward. Attention to orders. Please rise for the citation. The President of the United States, authorized by Executive Order 24 August 1962, has awarded the Bronze Star Medal to Private Sidney K. Tom, Company A, 1st Battalion, 333rd Infantry Regiment, for meritorious achievement in active ground combat against the enemy on 8 July 1944 while serving with the 83rd Infantry Division in Normandy. Given under my hand the 16th day of October 2020, Ryan D. McCarthy, Secretary of the Army. 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 Secretary Where's the other one? Please take your seats. The second recipient is Army veteran Kun Wai Yi. Accepting the award is son Jack Yi. Jack Yi, please come forward. Attention to orders. Please all rise for the citation. The President of the United States, authorized by Executive Order 24 August 1962, has awarded the Bronze Star Medal to Technician 5th Grade Kun Wai Yi for meritorious achievement for active ground combat against the enemy on 4 December 1944, while serving with Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 382nd Infantry Regiment, 96th Infantry Division in the Philippine Islands. Given under my hand this 30th day of September 2020, Ryan D. McCarthy, Secretary of the Army. Please take your seats. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, the Bronze Star Medal awardees, for their great, heroic, valorous service. Now we have a very special gift to the Kim Lau American Legion Post. This is a moment that is very special to the Congressional Gold Medal awardees, but also to so many who have been members of the Post. I would like to ask Ed Gore to present the gift of Lieutenant Benjamin Kim Lau's own Congressional Gold Medal to the Post. I would like to ask the Commander, Randall Eng from the Post, to please come.
A little bit. As he makes his way up here, I just want to say one thing about the Bronze Star Medal people. These are individuals who spilled blood, much different than others who in this country who have served. They deserve much, much more admiration and really your appreciation, because these people put their lives on the line to do this. So thank you again to the families who had their veterans serve in this capacity. One of the interesting things about this project is that it kind of involved with people who found out more about their family history. One of the people who came forward was the first cousin of Benjamin Ralph Kim Lau. Eileen Dong, who lives in San Francisco, received the medal during one of the ceremonies out on the West Coast, and she contacted us. She said, you know what I'd like to do actually is present this medal to the Benjamin Ralph Kim Lau American Legion Post, because this is where his medal belongs, here in New York City, in the post for which it is named. It is hard to find very many of the veterans we have today. Of the 20,000, we've only located about 3,500. Of these 3,500, Eileen Dong stepped forward to apply for her cousin. It's so interesting about Eileen. She's such a wonderful individual. She just decided, I don't deserve this medal. He does, because he was killed in action. So during a ceremony we had here in New York in the hotel room when Eileen came to visit New York, I believe she came to visit the Kim Lau Post as well during this time, she was able to present the medal to Wei Wah-Chen, the president. And at this point in time, I'd like to have Wei Wah bring the medal right here. In addition to that, Eileen has made it possible for us to have a very, very basic one-page description of her cousin. And it talks a lot about his work, or his being named for the Kim Lau Post. So at this time, let me also put this framed picture. Actually, I have to apologize. I busted the frame on the flight down here from Houston. So there was a very nice piece of glass in front of here. So if you can't tell there's not glass here, just think there's glass in front of this tribute page. So I'm sure the Kim Lau Post will also have this framed at the Post. So go visit the Post if you get a chance. Let me just step aside here.
Please, Commander Eng, please say a couple of words.
Yes, thank you very much. This is a great personal honor for me to accept this on behalf of the namesake of our post, Lieutenant Benjamin R. Kim Lau, who died gallantly and valiantly in the service of the United States in World War II. He is a person for whom our post is named, and we have nearly 600 members who are active in perpetuating the friendship, the camaraderie, and the honor of veterans, and particularly Chinese American veterans. I really am very moved by this, and that is that my father was a member of the Post beginning in 1951. And he, of course, was very proud to be affiliated with such a fine organization of his fellow veterans, mainly from World War II. And it's been an extraordinary privilege for me to have been elected commander of our post recently. So, and you'll see me again in a few minutes because I'm going to be accepting a medal on behalf of my dad, Dujay Jim Eng. So this is a very special day for me, and I thank you very much, Ed and Weiwa, for making everything happen so beautifully and so movingly and so important for the legacy of these veterans. And general officers, I thank you, of course, for your proud service. Thank you.
Thank you. Careful. Thank you. Thank you very much, Commander Eng, and of course, the American Legion Post 1291, who has helped us tremendously, not only just being part of the color guard, but in so many different ways. Now, we would like to present the Congressional Gold Medals. Could we have, starting with Major General Garrett Yee, what we should do is every row, remember to bring up your card, present us the card, and get on a row by row for your recipients, please. Oh, yes. First, yeah. That's right. We're going to do the ones who need to be addressed first. Let me take the okay. Shall we take? Where's over here? Okay, we'll take it. Kong Chu, Merchant Marines. Accepting on his behalf is his grandchild, Paul Chang. Oh, could you pass me a medal?
Oh,
Where are my volunteers? Yeah, let's see.
Let's
Yeah, do we?
So we try to do this in a very formal military fashion, if you will. So when you see one of the ushers come forward to your row, the person is the recipient. Please have them come out to the row, and we'll start lining up down this aisle right here, if you would. So go ahead and start making your way there. You know, hey, don't be shy. You're not going to get a medal unless you get in line now. So that's
Okay.
very clear.
Now-
If you're the recipient, please come forward and start making a line here. Give us your card.
We have a couple of
Take
more
your card.
presentations down over here for the mobility, the ones who have mobility concerns, but the rest should get in line. So the next one is Kang Chu, Ying Goon Chin of the U.S. Army. Accepting on his behalf is Shirley Chin, his daughter.
Let's not have everybody get in the line right now. Can we do it row by row?
One row by one row. It's going to take a while.
It's gonna take a
So
while.
please sit down and we will come to your row.
Right,
We will come to your row, but only the recipients come. Please don't your whole family come up, just the recipients, please. Okay.
Also, I know the families want to take the pictures themselves up here, but please, if families, could you refrain from taking pictures yourself coming up here? We have several photographers up here already. They will provide the photographs to you after the sessions are over. We'll do that. We'll let you know when that's posted on the website. So please
Tom
be patient.
Kim Wing of the U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf is Tony Tom. Okay, and then that's all right well, we'll have to, I'll call you up, but we may have to take after. Oh, I don't have a card. You do have a card.
It was printed.
Okay, and so Kun Yuan Yi, U.S. Army, you just met him. The accepting for him is Jack Yi, his son. Thank you. Okay, no more down here. Please, we're going to go to the line now. Okay, thank you. I'll take that back. Okay, now will the second row please stand up and come out and up?
First,
Yeah. Okay, I'll do first 30. Yeah. Oh. Sydney J. Tom, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf, Lisa Tom. Binghua Mark, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf, Peter Mark, his son. Thomas Fun Lim Eng, U.S. Navy, accepting on his behalf, Stephen Eng. Yin Lee, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf, Freddie Lee, his son. Edwin K.G. Len, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf, son David P. Lyland. Joe H. Eng, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf is Arno Eng, his son, and Lillian, his wife. Thank you. Yeah, over that. 慢啊，唔使。Sui An G, also known as William G. Merchant Marines, accepting by his son Robert G. Sang Yi, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf King Yi, his son. John Gang, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his daughter Judy Yang. Hung Wang, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Thomas Ang, son, his son. Oh, wait. Oh. Who's that? No, I keep the card. Mang J. Lau, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf William Lau, his son. Alan Chan. Oops, I'm sorry. Yeah. Alan Chan, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf Lillian Chan, his daughter. Harry Liang, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his great-grandchild Kelly Bitt. We are going to do two together over here because Victor Chu is a son and grandchild of two vets. So James Hong Chu, also known as Wan Wai Chin, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf his son Victor Chu, and Yu Chui Yang, also known as Zhou F. Yi, Army Air Forces, his grandchild Victor Chu. Chu B. Soon, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Irene Chu Moy, his daughter. Nenjik. Yeah. Nenjik Ding, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf George Ding, his son. Chin Hua, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his daughter Carol Chin Eng. Wing Ji Chan, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Raymond P. Chan. Kim Yu Ham, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his son Henry Ham. Ji Ho, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his daughter Irene Eng. N.G. Chin, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Shirley Drew. Roger Fook Yin Yi, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his daughter Lisa Yi. Sam Louis, also known as Louis Sam of the U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his son David J. Louis Sr. Lee Kwang Fook, U.S. Navy, accepting on his behalf his son John Lee. Oh, okay. Yuan Chi Eng, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf his wife Betty Eng. Oh, yeah. Ang T. New, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Feng Len Ang, his daughter. Sak Wan, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf his daughter Lorraine Wan Eng. Ah Zhang Lui, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf his daughter Laura Lui Liang. Ling Louis, Army Air Forces, accepting on his behalf Carol Chin, and now we have General Chen presenting. So thank you, General Wang, for the presentations just before. Kun Duck Choi, U.S. Army, accepting on his behalf Raymond Choi, his son. I have to him. And now Ed Gore will continue, please.
Ying Chan, United States Army, accepting on his behalf is his son, Edward E. Chan. If before you leave the stage, if you would put the medal down in the box before you start stepping off, you're going to lose about an ounce of gold every time you drop the medal, see? So, Sam Leung, United States Army, accepting his son, Ming Leung. Hing Jim Leong, United States Army, accepting as his grandson, Danny Leong. Sui Hua Ing, United States Army, accepting his son, Nelson Ing. Hello. Okay. Both of you come up. We'll do one at a time. Moy Choi, United States Army, accepting is Randy Ching and Donald Chin, niece and nephew. We'll also get another medal out for Hin Young Chin, United States Army, accepting is Donald Chin, grandson. Make sure we give him another medal. He's not leaving the stage without one. There you go, please. Thank you. Nyep Dia, United States Navy, accepting his son Robert Dia. Forshun Wong, United States Army, accepting his son Chi Wong. Sushi. Sue Sheck, United States Army Air Force, accepting his son James Sheck. Oh, just do one at a time. Just one at a time. You can step in for a picture. Jin Sing Chin, also known as Sing Ji Chin, United States Army, accepting his son Jimmy Chin. Also in the family, Jong Si Liu, United States Army, accepting his daughter Annette Liu Chin. Gong Yao Chin, United States Navy, accepting his son Albert Wu. Gim Chu Lim, Army Air Forces, accepting his son Thomas Lim. Him Fook Yi, United States Army, accepting his daughter Ruby Yi Tan. Oh, good to see you. No, I'll just check. Okay. Kwai F. Moy, also known as Wing Lock Young, United States Army, accepting his son Donald M. Young. Donald will also be receiving a medal for Lin Chin, United States Army, accepting for his daughter Mary Chin Sid. Donald? Donald, did you get a second medal yet? Oh, good. He's pretty good about hiding those medals, so I couldn't see them. Thank you, Donald. Jung Di Chin, United States Army, accepting daughter-in-law Ruth Chin. Sam Kung Lu, United States Army, accepting his son Ling Wei Lu. Fu An Fong, United States Army, accepting his son Yim Kung Fong. Bill, you can put that one down for a moment. Kyung Soo Hoo, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Rose Chu. She had her medal presented earlier in another session. Yeah, hang on to that one, Bill. Thank you. Please. Tom Ewan, also known as Kin Do Ham, Army Air Forces, accepting as his daughter, Major Jane Lee, oh, excuse me, My Jane Lee Tom. It's going to give her a major title. Jane. Thank you, Jane. Sang S. Woo, Army Air Forces, accepting his son, Larry Woo. Lee Dak Shung, United States Navy, accepting his daughter, Patricia Lee Chu. Nang M. Liu, United States Army, accepting his son, Henry Chu. Andy? You want to say Andy? Okay. Goon H. Shing, accepting his son, Andy L. Goon, grandchild. Sorry, grandchild. Wow. Thank you. Louis K. Fong, United States Army, accepting his son, Louis Ben Lau, and daughter, Fei Toy. Thank you. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, somewhere here. Yuk Bin Ing, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Vicky Yi. Oh, May, how are you? Good to meet you finally. Your daughter here? Not here? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. Kwang Yet Yi, Army Air Forces, accepting his daughter, May Leo. I know, I figured. She took your name for some reason, right? There you go. Ark Yu Leo, also known as Yu Look, Army Air Forces, accepting his son, Kent Leo. Hello, how are you? U.S. Navy, sorry. We'll get it right. Lester W. Fong, United States Navy, accepting his son, David Fong. You're Amy. Good. Pao San Ni, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Amy Chan. Young Tsi Sai, United States Army, accepting his son, Martin Tsai. Hello, how are you? Shum L. Lee, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Jane Lee. The liar. That's what I thought. Pat K. Lai, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Lorraine Lai. Hello. This was the confusing one. I thought it was Ken Chan, but it's Ken Chan Ken.
Yeah.
That's okay. You got Jackson on it. That's fine. Chan P. Kin, United States Army, accepting his son, Jackson Chan. We can get more than two people applauding, okay? Okay. Chan P. Kin, United States Army, Jackson Chan, his son. All right. Kwang Di Ham, United States Army. Both sons are here, Ken and Harold Moy. But only one gets the medal. Come on up. William Chen, United States Army, accepting as his daughter, Mabel Chen Ing. Mabel. Hey, come on. Here we go. Here, you can have these two. There.
Just move it off your tape.
There we go. Den Li Ing, United States Army, accepting his son, Stanley Li Ing. Quite welcome, Gary. My pleasure. Tom Wasek, United States Army, accepting as his son, Gary S. Hom. Okay, great, great. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jared. You dragged your dad out of bed on Saturday. William Chin, United States Army, accepting as his son, Bayer Lee, and his grandson, Jared Lee. Doesn't the pastor of a church get a little bit more applause than that? Come on. Bayer Lee and Jared Lee. I will get to heaven someday. Thank you, Bear. Gang W. Ing, Army Air Forces. Miles Ing, his son, accepting. Yen Noon Dong, United States Army, accepting his son, Edward Dong. Hello, how are you? Esther, that's my mother-in-law's name. I don't know. You're quite welcome. Oh, I know what they're doing. Kim Toy Yi, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Esther Yi. Hey, good to see you. Oh, Richard, yeah. Xu Xin, United States Army, accepting his son, Richard Xin. Get two of these here. Okay. Oh, this is the grandmother. I'm just trying to wait here. I got a husband, grandmother, grandfather, right? No, father, mother, right? Father, mother together in servings. Father, mother served. Ethel Wagyu, United States Navy, accepting his daughter, Susan Chin, and another medal for Charles Lee Dong Chin, United States Navy, Susan Chin. Yeah, a little bit louder. I mean, when you have a couple that gets married after serving together in the Navy and they decide to get married, that's got to be worth something, I think. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Pang Yi Chin, United States Army, accepting his niece, Amy Chin. She already has a medal. Amy decided to buy her own and bring it herself. She didn't like ours, so. Thank you. Yun H. Lee, United States Army, accepting me as his wife, Cam Oi Lau. Thank you. Oh, boy, here we go. Boy. Okay, I have three people that would like to get a medal represented by Gabe Mui, adjutant. So eventually three. Let me get one at a time here. First is Doc Liu, United States Army, accepting his brother-in-law, Gabe Mui. Then Kung Jam Ji, United States Army, accepting is Gabe Mui for his son, George G. Then the last one, Stanley Moy, United States Army. He was Gabe is representing him. He's a member of Kim Lao Post. Let me just thank all of you who are Kim Lao Post members who have registered and been part of this. There goes an ounce of gold right there. If you want to come up later and sweep up the stage, you'll probably get about 5 ounces of gold up here. Thank you, Garrett. By the way, Major General Garrett Yee's up here now. Didn't recognize him after seeing Bill up here, but that too. Thank you. Herbert K. Moy, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Gloria Moy. Hello, how are you? Oh, yeah, great. I'll have something to give you later. Yeah. How are you doing? Good. It's good to have you here. Andrew Pang Lee, United States Army, accepting his granddaughter, Ming Lee. Terry? Tan Fan Lee. Okay. Tan Fan Lee, United States Army, accepting his son, Terry Lee. Hello. How are you? You brought your own medal back. Yeah, good. Everything going okay? Hey, we're chatting. You can hang on to that one too. Kim Fun Lee, Army Air Forces, accepting is his daughter, Kathleen Wah Lee. Kathleen brought her own gold medal. She had it made out of gold herself. Thank you very much, Kathleen, showing us up again. Edward Lee, United States Army, accepting his granddaughter, Christine Tong. Hello, how are you? Richard T. Chu, Army Air Forces, accepting his daughter, Ann Ing. Hello, Richard. James Wong, United States Navy, accepting his son, Richard Wong. Hey, here you are. Du Jae Ing, United States Army Air Forces, accepting is Randall Ing, his son, and Pauline Ing, daughter-in-law. Hello, how are you? My pleasure. Are you Douglas? Really? Oh, that's Douglas Tom, not Tom Douglas. Right? All right, gotcha. Paul Tom, Army, accepting his son, Douglas Tom. All right, I have a living veteran here today. Yi M. Tom, United States Army, 97 years old. He's coming to get his medal. Please stand. You need to give him applause. Go ahead. This man you can thank personally when you see him out in the hall. I think he's still fit enough to serve, in my opinion. Young G, United States Army, accepting his nephew, Franklin Tom. Hello, how are you? Renee? I was going to say Renee, but Ling Pak Chin, Army Air Forces, accepting his granddaughter, Renee Chin. Hello. Unbelievable. Din Ju, also known as Ao Dai Lee, United States Army, accepting his daughter, May Moy. Hello, how are you? You're Gary. Where's Dennis? Okay, that's fine. Lee In Yi, Army Air Forces, accepting his son, Gary Chan. Hello, how are you? Hey, my pleasure. Mostly. Hing Jim Ing, Army Air Forces, accepting his son, Timothy F. Ing. Hello. Lu Bo, also known as Hor Fong Chu, Army Air Forces, his son, Walter Lu. Hello, how are you? How do you pronounce the first one? Gown Yao Ing, United States Navy. Grandson, Stephen Ing. Fuki Jung, United States Army, accepting his daughter, May Kwok. Good. Hello, how are you? Yao Tao. Yao Tao. Yao Tao Ham. Yao Tao Ham, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Becky Ham. Hello, how are you? You're Samuel? Is it Day Yi? Day Yi, okay. Which one? Dai? You want to say Dai? Dai. Dai Yi Lin, Army Air Forces, accepting his son, Samuel Lin. Thank you. You're well. Hello, how are you? Jennifer Riley. Jennifer Lee Riley. Gotta say the Lee, I guess. You're disowned by the family. I don't say it. Who won't let it happen, right? Gok Leong Lee, United States Navy, accepting granddaughter, Jennifer Lee Riley. Are you Ying? Mm-hmm. Okay. Jade Jim Yi, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Ying Lee. Oh, you're getting two of these. Oh, how good you. Good to see you. Ah, okay. Good to meet you. I wanted to talk to you another time. Oh, we'll figure it out. It's good to say hello. Good that you came up to say hi. So where are you taking me to dinner tonight? Where are you taking us all to dinner? First, Kwok Chong Lau, United States Army, accepting his daughter-in-law, Good Jean Lau, and Johnny M. Louis, United States Navy, accepting Good Jean Lau, her husband's uncle. Hello, how are you? Good. You enjoying this? Just enjoying it? I mean, you're learning anything? Did he apply? Did they apply? Oh, okay. Figure it out. Like every family. Like every family. A lot happening. Yu Yu Ham, United States Army, accepting granddaughter Valerie Wong. Hello. I've seen this name before. Phi S. Chin, Army Air Forces, accepting his grandson, Kevin Chin. Hello. Oh, man. Oh, you're Patricia. Oh, my goodness. Let me call security. I'm sorry? Yes. All right. David, F3. David Wu, also known as David Dunn Marr, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Patricia Marr. Also, Yiquan Marr, also known as Kim L. Wu, United States Army. Patricia will also be accepting as the niece. And Louis S. Kwong, also known as Sun Kwong Louis, United States Army. And she's accepting on behalf of her another relative. So we're giving her 3. Hey, Patricia, did you get 3 medals? Yeah, Patricia sounds like she doesn't want the other 2 medals, so she's going to walk off the stage without. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, how are you? How do you pronounce your last name? Oh, you're Nancy. Okay, let me write Nancy in there. H. Oh, you're okay. Nancy Han. You're the daughter. King Kwong Han, Merchant Marines, accepting his daughter, Nancy Han. Hi, how are you? Good. Kun O Lee, United States Army, accepting his daughter, Grace Lee. Hello. I need to. We watch some. Robert Koo, United States Army, accepting his wife, Hui Wah Song. Is it? Okay, I think that's it for this session. Where's Wei Wah? Wei Wah here? Well, let me thank each of you for being here today. I want to especially, by the way, I do have some bookmarkers here for you. And let me just give you one last thought about why I have these bookmarkers here. One of the reasons I did this project was to honor one of my friends, a young Hispanic gentleman that I knew in grade school, in middle school, as a matter of fact, which is why this being in middle school is kind of important. He went to Vietnam during the time I was able to go to college. And during the time I was in college, and after that, I was able to start a family, go to work, start a family, see my children, grandchildren, all. So people like him served in the United States Marine. His name is George Kalunga. He died when I was in college. Since that time, I've asked to do some things for him, to remember him. This is his story. He's the Vietnam War, died there, was killed in action in Vietnam. His name is on one of the panels, panel 30, number 20, line 20. So if you'd like to take one of these, the next time you go to the Vietnam War Memorial, he is the reason, I think, in addition to all the men who have helped advocate for the bill, he's the reason that kept me up at night, wondering, do we have enough votes? Do we have enough people? Do we have help? Do we have enough to get this project done? Do we have enough money? These are the kind of people that served our country, died for our country, and to me, allowed me to continue on with this project for 5 years. So please take one of these bookmarks when you get a chance. Oh, Tommy has 2 more medals he wants to get here. Two more medals. Come on up here, Tommy. Haven't I seen these names before, Tommy? No. Dooley, Thomas Ong, United States Army, accepting his friend Thomas Ong, and Louis T. Hsu, United States Army, accepting for his son King Louis. I think we're done.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to our Congressional Gold Medal and Bronze Star Medal ceremony that's hosted by the Chinese American World War II Veterans Recognition Project and the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Greater New York. I am going to ask you all to please try to clear the auditorium as soon as possible. There are places you can take pictures of outside. There are big, huge coins. It'll make a great photo op, but if you could clear the room so that we could get the next session in, we'd greatly appreciate it. So thank you all for coming. Please clear the room so we could have session 2. Thank you. And of course, thank you very much, General Chen.